This is the Federal Building in Seattle, Washington, and we are here trying to get attention from the federal government and from the public in general, trying to get some awareness about the plight and hopefully in the long term, some funding for research, which we badly need.
There's all kinds of other diseases which are serious, and we know that, but boy, CFS is one that's been missed. Someone forgot about it a long time ago, and the shoes here are representing all those people who are missing today.
Brushing my teeth is hard, getting dressed is hard. I just have to force myself to do everything most days. Some days I do a little better than others, but still, like, my best day is somebody's nightmare. So I try to tell people it's like having influenza all the time, and you never feel better than that.
This is my mother, Sue, and she also has myalgic encephalomyelitis. She was sick for most of her life. She was sick when I got sick. She raised my sister and myself without any help, without a diagnosis, basically trying to just survive and keep up in a world that didn't understand what she had or believe that she had anything. So I'm extremely grateful to her and to Sam, and happy to be here.
I've had ME/CFS since 1991. I was 24. I am almost 50 now. I am profoundly grateful to my family and friends because it's the only reason I've been able to have a life and a career. I'm a successful author and journalist, and I'm able to have a career lying down. If I weren't able to do my job lying down, I wouldn't have anything. No one who knew me when I was healthy has ever doubted this was physical in origin. Like everyone here, I went through dozens of doctors until I found a really good one who believed me and who followed the research. As I advise everyone to remind skeptics, the Center for Disease Control now estimates there are 1 million of us in the United States with ME/CFS. The World Health Organization puts the figure at 17 million worldwide. The UK has 225,000. The Institutes of Medicine report that came out last year from one of the most estimable and most important scientific and medical organizations in the nation clearly, irrefutably concluded this is physical in origin and that it was always physical in origin. We're telling the truth, and for God's sakes, what would be our motive to lie?
Because I have not been able to receive Social Security benefits, my income is state welfare. I live on $197 a month. Because Social Security says that I made this all up. But I have never once been able to see a specialist. I have never been able to see a doctor that understands my disease. I believe that this is a women's issue. We need more feminists to get involved. This is modern day hysteria. Back in the day, they used to, it didn't matter what disease you had, you could have depression or cancer and they would smack you with the label of hysteria. And in the UK, they call ME neurasthenia, which is the other name for hysteria. So this issue from 1880 is still alive in 2016.
Before I was sick, I was in graduate school, and I graduated top of my class in high school, in nursing school, and then as a nurse practitioner. I was very active, played a lot of sports, and really social, and just enjoyed life and was happy and outgoing and looked forward to the future. It's hard not to cry. But now it's hard to get through each day. And it's hard to think about the future when everything that I do, I have to force myself to do. And I just want to be, a good mom. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're with you.
It means so much to me that there's other people that also are sick and they can relate. It's so hard for those people that don't know anybody else that feels like them, and I just want them to know that they're not alone and they're not forgotten. And I just really hope and I pray that there's the funding for research and that doctors are properly educated and that people can find help, and so they can feel better and not have to just be surviving, that they can actually live a life too like everybody else.
So I'm here today on behalf of my friend Emily Craven. Emily Craven's worldly possessions are all but artifacts of a life she once lived. Dust now measures the distance between her and the onset of ME CFS. Photographs of a once happy and healthy daughter, sister, and friend are all that remain. Her life has been boxed up. Alive, she has been archived. She was 20 when she was kidnapped by ME CFS. She is now 34, on bed rest, allergic to light, sensitive to sound, affected by cognitive dysfunction. She is cared for by her mother. Ask me how I have suffered as a witness to this illness, and I will tell you. This disease, this epidemic, has no boundaries. Its victims are prisoners. Those sick are held captive. My friend has been missing for 14 years, and it feels like she was murdered. How can someone live without living? Ask me about ME, and I will tell you.